Hey Year 11s going into Year 12. I am Jay Spark from Tutoring, and today we're going to talk about expectations versus standards going into Year 12. Being in Year 11, watching all the Year 12s from the year level above you go through their exams and everything, and feeling that same sort of angst and fear around the exams. And a lot of that is caused by the expectation that students put on themselves. And how that works is, if you're basing your happiness or you're basing your success on the outcome, so if I get an 80% in this SAC, I feel like I've succeeded, I'm happy. If I beat this person, I'm happy. If you're basing your success and your happiness on your outcome, you're always going to feel like you didn't quite make it. Even if you make that benchmark, even if you hit that benchmark, you're not going to feel as though you've succeeded, because once you get there, our human nature and how we're built is sort of to go, could have done more. If we base our success on an outcome, we always think, well, if I'd gone a little bit harder, then I could have got a better outcome. So that's just not the way to structure it. And it's important to get this mindset down before you go into Year 12, because you're going to save yourself a lot of time stressing. So the tool that I want to give you instead is base your success off of your input as opposed to outcome. For example, instead of basing the idea of success off of I'm going to get 80%, base it off of I'm going to put in 5 hours a week for the next 3 weeks leading up to this SAC on preparing for it. What this does is removes yourself from the result. So all of a sudden you don't have this emotional connection to the result. The result almost doesn't even matter anymore. You've put in everything that you committed yourself to putting in, and the outcome is going to be the outcome. So once you step into that room, you kind of go, I've put in everything that I told myself I was going to put in. Whatever the outcome is now, I'm okay with it. So stress occurs when you go, this thing over here that I can't control yet because I'm not over there is stressing me because I'm thinking about what's going to happen in the future, and I'm back here in the past. I have no control over that. And that's stress. It's that gap between those two places and the fact that you can't do anything until you're there. And what setting the standard does is allows you to live in the present, right now. It's what I can control in this moment, which will have an effect on an outcome, but you're not thinking about the outcome. You're thinking about what it is that I can do right now, that I can put in, which long term is going to lead to a good result. Because if you sit there stressing out about, if I don't do this, I don't do that, I'm sure everyone can relate to having those feelings and then ending up doing no study for a test because you're so worried about what if you don't get the result. It's a weird little pattern that we go through. Oh, I'm so worried about the outcome for this test, and I'm so worried that I need to go have a little lie down now instead of actually doing some study. And to break that habit, to break that transition, it's very powerful to set that standard for yourself. It's literally, what am I going to do today? What am I going to do right now? Like, I want to say like in an hour or two, but what can I do right now that's going to make me feel better about this, or that makes me feel like I've actually put in some work? So I'm challenging all of the Year 11s going into Year 12 next year to really think about this and think about what the standards are that you're going to set for yourself next year.